about what to do about the NFL's policy. Some people are in an uproar, but I think you can see it in a positive way. It's actually a good thing. Watch this. So I'm reading from the NewYorker.com. You know, people like facts and everything. But this is the article. On Wednesday, the National Football League announced a new policy requiring that when the Star Spangled Banner is played before games during the upcoming season, all team and league personnel on the field shall stand and show respect for the flag. Teams whose players kneel or otherwise fail to show respect for the flag, as the league statement puts it, in at a second time and will be fined. Additionally, teams may choose to fine their own players directly if they kneel. The anthem edict was reportedly approved unanimously by 31 of the league's owners, without the input from the NFL's Players Association. So I thought unanimously means all of them, but it's 32. So we look at, it says Jed York, the CEO of the San Francisco 49ers, said he abstained from the vote, explaining later that he wanted to discuss the new policy with his players. Now, Trump went to speak on a rally in Alabama. He said, "Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a B off the field right now?" So ESPN.com says that gives them the option to remain in the locker room if they prefer. Now, you got to look at why they did what they did in the first place. Let's go back. 9/11 happened in 2001. Then I'm reading an article, November 5th, 2015. The Pentagon pays sports teams millions for paid patriotism events. 2013, a soldier holds a flag at the half of the Patriots-Falcons game. Patriots representing red, white, and blue. How ironic. In the past few years, the Pentagon spent $6.8 million to pay for patriotic displays during the games of professional sports teams. Since 2012, the Pentagon has 72 contracts with teams in the NFL, MLB, the NHL, and the MLS. For example, taxpayers paid $49,000 to the Milwaukee Brewers to allow the Wisconsin Army National Guard to sponsor the Sunday singing of God Bless America. In another contract, the New York Jets were paid $20,000 to recognize one or two New Jersey Army National Guard soldiers as hometown heroes. Now let's go back. You got to understand that the NFL, they're in the business to make money. NFL owners are in the business to make money. So if you want to come, think about it as a business owner. If you want to come pay me some ridiculous amounts of money to let me recognize somebody, oh yeah, why not? You want to give me $20,000 for me to let them stand there? That's good. The NFL received most of the money. Now, until 2019, this is from Stephen A. had did some stats, and I had looked up some things too. Until 2009, no NFL player stood for the players' anthem. They stood in the locker room, so they never came out. Now, you got to remember when 9/11 came out, and so they wanted to do this as paid patriotism, as they call it, because they wanted them to go back and to fight for that. And the NFL was the biggest sports. You know what I'm saying? Most people watch the NFL more than any other sport. And it says it was seen as marketing strategy to make players look more patriotic. U.S. Department of Defense paid the NFL $5.4 million between 2011 and 2014 to stage on-field ceremonies as military budget lines items. So when we put a stage means that you want to make it look like something, or you want something people to look at and see it as that. Some people coming out. So people fail to realize that players didn't have to stand before. They were told to stand and think about it. The NFL was about making money. So you gonna pay me millions of dollars? Okay, cool. Sure. The Falcons, I think, received most of the money, and then the Patriots was next. So watch this. And then you look at why Trump said all what he said. Because see, back then, Trump owned the New Jersey Generals back in 1984. There was a USFL league. So he tried to get them to merge with the NFL because he said the NFL was like a monopoly or anything like that. It never happened, or whatever. He did win a lawsuit or something like that. But in 1986, the merger never happened, and it failed. So again, he's still bitter about that. He don't like the fact that happened. Now, again, why did Kaepernick kneel in the first place. As you see in the picture, Kaepernick was sitting down, and then a former Seahawks player, he's a long snapper, and Green Beret, Nate Bear, told Cap what to do. He said, "Soldiers take a knee in front of a fallen brother's grave, to show respect. When we're on patrol, and we go in a security halt, we take a knee and we pull security." Boyer served 6 years in the military, and he did multiple tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. So, and he did say that once he took a picture, as you see there, he took a picture. He said even people that he was friends with in his beret thing, he said that they stopped being friends with him, and they were like upset, like, why would you even take a picture with him? You got to understand, there are some people that when they get certain facts, they're just oblivious to anything else, and they just like, oh well, that's seen as a disrespect. It's not seen as a disrespect. That's why the majority of the people of the Philadelphia Eagles did not want to go there, because you called them SOBs. I mean, think about it. So don't nobody really want to hear that. But like Frederick Douglass said, without struggle, there is no progress. I'm going to say that again. Without struggle, so there is no progress. So all we have to do now is stay in the locker room. We have the option now. So let everybody just stay in the locker room. The ones that want to do that, and watch. It's going to cause the NFL to still have to do something differently. You know what I'm saying? Because they have turned it. Trump has turned it. Other people, President Trump has turned it as making it seem like as if it was something when it was not. It was never disrespect. But when it seemed like that, because think about it, that's why the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, he kneeled the one time and stuff like that, but then he changed his position or whatever like that, because it's like, oh, is it disrespect? It's not disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Boyer who he talked to, Kaepernick, he said, sitting down, they might take it as a disrespect, so why don't you kneel? You know what I'm saying? And so he did take a picture and whatever like that, you know what I'm saying? Because we still got to continue the cause, you know what I'm saying? Don't give up. We still got to fight. And that's why Frederick Douglass said what he said. So that's why I said now you just got to just stay in the locker room or anything like that. And for Kaepernick, all he got to do is just, to get back in the NFL. You don't have to deal anymore. Just continue your cause, because I'm guaranteeing you this. If Kaepernick gets back into the NFL, they will still ask you questions. So you don't need to deal no more, because you made your point to bring awareness. But now we still got to continue to fight the cause. So that's what I should say we should do about the NFL's policy or whatever like that. Just follow it and watch what happens, because you can't get in trouble for following rules. People could sit there and blame and whatever, but listen, that's what the rule said. And before it was like that anyway. And people would probably really be upset knowing that these taxpayer dollars, millions of dollars were spent on this just to do something. So I'm out. Love y'all. God bless.